What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Swim Circus live video. We have a very special video here. We're doing a Banlist reaction type, also doing the tier list for the next format. So going over the limit list, Forbidden, we have Nightmare Griffin, Link Decoder, Abyss Dweller, and Bahamut Shark. Now, what's important about these is that Bahamut Shark hurts water extremely much. They're not going to make the totally awesome that they were doing before, while also giving the other decks like Sprite and then like random stuff that was playing it before, like ice barriers, are able to play still the copy of Totally Awesome. Abyss Dweller, that's awesome for a bunch of decks. Like, honestly, this just makes, this should have been on so long ago. We all are happy with this. Link Decoder here is huge as well because it does hurt Malice, making them have 2 extra monsters, and that's not the only Malice hit. And the Nightmare Griffin, obviously, you know, Ben be able to stop a bunch of stuff. It hurts Chimera, it hurts Malice. We see lots of Malice hits here, to be honest. And then we have the limited list. Now, I gotta say, this is the best ban list I have ever been a part of. You know, honestly, everything of this list, I absolutely just adore. I think this is the best list we've ever gotten, period. But we have Druid's Firm being hit to 1. We have Dimension here hit the 1. This is huge. Like, I have a grin on my face. Absolutely insane. We have Masterpiece coming back to 1. Mathnex Circular coming back to 1. Detonator going to 1. Bonfire, Brilliant Fusion, Crossout Designator, and Talents. Now, what's really huge about this is Druid's Firm, Talents, and Crossout are both on this. And, of course, Shifter. We all hate that card. But, yeah, and also Detonator is also pretty huge as well. So now we have Metatronus to deal with Detonator immediately to kind of get rid of that. And then we have semi-limited. We have the Black Collapse Serpent, as well as, I believe, the White Serpent as well. We have X and Ice and Sword here. Very huge, making them both go down, so you lose essentially 3 Ryziel names, but not be able to open them up, as well as your Bonfire hit. And then we have the Dormouse and White Rabbit, as well as the Field Spell. So you are losing, you know, 3 of the Malice monsters as well, making that the Link one hit even hurt even more. Then you have Morphing Jar and Snake Eyes Ash. Snake Eyes Ash coming up to 2. It is what it is. And then Unchained Soul of Shawarma, also nice as well. And there's no Fiendsmith hits, so that's kind of important here as well. And then Unlimited, we have Cyber Dragon, or Cyber Jar. I should say Cyber Dragon's never been like that. Danger Jackalope, Danger Chichinuko, Eva, and Monkey Board. So we're going to be diving on in. This list is absolutely insane. I have really nothing else to say about it. But yeah, we're going to start off with some of the number 1 stuff in the room here. Ryziel still be really good. We still have the 7 Tachyon. We still have all the monsters still being made. We still have a bunch of stuff. Then they're not going to end on Dweller, but it's still going to be very, very good. You know, tier 1 to tier 2 status. Then we're going to have, you know, Water. Water's an insane deck as well. I'm going to put it up here. It's still going to do the exact same thing it was doing before. But like at the same time, they're not going to set up like 2 negates. But a lot of times, like, the negates are not going to make that much of a difference anyways. Now, it's also important to note is that Crossout is no longer in the deck, so this could very well be up here. You know, these are my first initial reactions to the list. We have Odeon. I want to put this up here too. I think Odeon's going to be a very good deck. I think it's a really good deck right now as well. People just don't really know how to play against it, and like it is pretty crazy. But yeah, this list is honestly just insane. Now we're going to talk about like other stuff here. Like, I'll throw in some random, I don't even know what to say. Like Engraver, like this package is still huge. Like Engraver is still the number 1 package in the entire. Like, we have Fiendsmith at its finest, and the best part is everything's getting reprinted other than like Tracked, and of course the Link one. But at the same time, like, the engine's still going. We're still in. We're still in it. Like, it's absolutely crazy. If you're playing Fiendsmith, you're gonna play this. You have to play playing it. It's pretty nuts. Branded, I want to say Branded is tier 2, tier 1.5. Honestly, we didn't get Branded Fusion to 2, but we actually got a bunch of dubs here. The group chat's blowing up right now, so we're all hype about, like, they finally hit Shifter, guys. They finally hit Shifter. Shifter has been the bane of my existence since day 1. And I'm so happy to see this gone. Shifter is so good. We didn't get Branded Fusion to 2, but we did see like Shifter being gone. We see like Malice and Ryziel being hit. So like this deck is obviously going to still be pretty good. We still can do everything. It's going to be tier 1.5 to tier 2. I honestly think this deck is very, very good still. It's just like it has the same problems as before. Now moving on, we have like Chimera. Again, Chimera is going to be an insane deck. Shifter and Droll were only 2 cards that kind of hurt it. Kind of like how the same thing that Mermail has, but like this deck is so insane. When you mix it with the Azamina cards as well as like the Fiendma stuff, this deck just cooks. And you know, before you had like you had the ability to like make a what's it called, a Dweller, and like it hurt so much, but now it like doesn't even matter. Like Dweller is not in the format. The only really card that really bothers you is Droll and Lockbird, which we are going to be seeing pretty much everywhere. But yeah, it's honestly just great. Um, I guess like moving on, Christian, another like rogue deck. Shifter's gone. This deck's gonna be insane. Lancia is still gonna be around, so obviously it's gonna hurt a little bit, but like still a very good deck. Honestly, White Forest, I might get some hate for this, but like White Forest is low key cracked. Poplar being a 2 means you can like actually play White Forest Snake Eyes. Like this deck is actually a sleeper deck that no one really is noticing. So like Poplar being a 2 actually makes this deck quite nice. Obviously they don't have OSS, but they have so many other White Forest cards that can be pretty goated for this. Blue Eyes, tier 1. I gotta say, you know, this deck cracked still. It has lost absolutely nothing other than the fact that Shifter, it feared Shifter, and now it doesn't fear that anymore. As well as, you know, Rigel now just has like one detonator, and if you can just get rid of that detonator, you essentially just win the game. So definitely a tier 1 deck. I think this card is absolutely crazy right now. You know, this tier 2. You're gonna have some glue eaters who are gonna want to play this, and it's gonna be miserable. But Masterpiece can be quite problematic. Now we do have a bunch of stuff that can like out this stuff, but it does have a little bit of a struggle against Rigel, I suppose. But other than that, like it's pretty fair. I don't even know what like to say. Like there's so much here to unpack. I'm so happy. Memento, tier 1 deck. Now Memento just won a YCS. Huge congratulations to, I believe it's Pascal. But Memento, absolutely fire deck. Now we saw like Memento gets obviously hit by Shifter, gets hit by Dweller, gets hit by some of the Molcharmy cards, and then like really that's kind of it. And Shifter's gone now. So Memento, tier 1 deck, baby. Let's get back into it. You know, with the Fiendsmith cards, I prefer that variant myself. I'll be back on that very, very soon. So make sure you stay tuned if you want to see some more Memento combos. You know, we were a huge fan of Memento when it first came out. We were getting Shifter left, right, and center at locals. Everyone was playing Malice. I got like tired of it, wanted to switch off. But now with Shifter being down to 1, we're back on this shit, baby. You know, Memento is coming in, and I cannot wait. So stay tuned for the channel. Let me know in the comment section what other decks you guys want me to play. But get ready for more Memento gameplay here. Melodious, I want to say it's a good rogue deck still. Very much, you know, Shifter hurt the deck quite a bit, and you can still play now. So I'm pretty hyped with this. Not much to say. Purely, nothing really changed. So I'm going to say it's still a casual deck. Sorry, Alex and Brian. You know, your deck, you don't have to pack it up, but it's not really great. Also, I want to mention, like, Bistils, we lost Druid's Firm. That's actually really huge for, like, Blue Eyes, as well as, like, Branded, as well as, like, White Forest. Like, we lost another, like, a very good card. So, like, Druid's Firm actually hurts quite a bit, which is awesome for these cards. Like, get your stuff banished all the time. Like, your Maidens are going to banish way less. Now, obviously, you're probably going to play Ball Drake, stuff like that to kind of keep up for it. But still, quite nice. Centurion, pack it up. This deck can't play through an SP. Not much to say. Whitewoods, I want to say, like, it's casual. It's still a good deck if you go first, but going second, it can't really do much. Fenrir, or I guess the Kashtira stuff. Kashtira, I want to say, like, it's definitely like a tier 2 deck. Honestly, it's probably a little bit better than, like, I would say this is, like, probably Rogue. Like, Kashtira's a really good deck. It has lost Shifter, but, like, as you can still play the Fiendsmith cards. And those cards are absolutely nuts. So, you can still definitely play that. Same thing with this. You know, Shifter's no longer a thing. You see Dweller's no longer a thing. You know, Fire King's in it now. Like, we're back, baby. All these decks are just back. I'm absolutely in love. Rizzo, get down here. Detonator, gone. You know, it blew himself up. He's not coming back. You have, obviously, your twins which can bring him back. But, like, you deal with it with Militronus, which we already are all playing. Honestly, I love this. Tempai, pack it up. You're not doing anything. You don't have Shifter anymore. U-Bell, it's a casual deck. It still has the same stuff that was doing before, but it has the same issues as before. Labyrinth, tier 2, tier 1.5. It's a good deck. Shifter hurt the deck quite a bit, but other than that, like, it's still pretty fine. It still has a good traps. You know, we're still playing Drew McCann and Turbo. Sprite. Now, hear me out. Sprite still has Toad. And I want to really want to play Azamina cards too in it. So like I really want to be cooking. It also has the ability to play Engraver, which like is also crazy. So like I think sprites are actually really good this format. So I definitely stay tuned for that as well. It's a really fun deck. You can play some board breakers, stuff like that. Rescue Ace, casual. I don't even want to talk about this. Tier, pack it up. You still haven't gotten any cards back. Get fucked. No Kit Callus for you. But yeah, Shifter's gone, so I guess you can celebrate that. But otherwise, no Kit, boo-hoo. Azamina, I want to say, like, Azamina package is absolutely insane. Like, this is still, honestly, just unreal. Unchained, back to 2. I'm super happy with that. I also want to mention, like, Unchained. Unchained is probably still a rogue deck. It's not really great. But we have Tushavara. So, like, let's go. We're happy with that. Mimigul, it's still a rogue deck. It's still a very good deck. Shifter hurt the deck quite a bit, but now, we can play through it because there's only one of it. Still a casual deck. Vanquish Soul, Malice. Honestly, I don't even know how I feel about this. Like, we lost so many stars, but they still have the good stuff. Like, we still have so much that we can do with this that, like, it still is kind of crazy. Like, when you think about it, there still is so much Fiendsmith. Like, you can play the Fiendsmith variant in Malice. We have Alan coming out, which is giving us new cards as well. But they have, like, the Link one is gone, so they have, like, 2 monsters. But they also have, like, lost their monsters. They've lost a Bestial. Like, I actually don't think this deck is that good anymore. Like, obviously, it's still going to be good, but it has, like, consistency issues, which a lot of the other decks just have better ways to deal with it. And, like, Mizuguri, until we get the new support, pack this up. I was, like, throwing it in there for why not. But at this point, like, there's not really much else to say. I think this looks super good. Honestly, this is like the best ban list of my entire life. I'm super happy with this. I cannot complain. It's like just the best. Thank you, Konami. Obviously, Brand Infusion come to 2. We always have some like stuff we want to change on the list. D-Bear maybe could have gone as well. We did hit Talents and Crossout, which is absolutely huge. Now we have Crossout, Called By, as well as Talents all being at 1. So the format's definitely going to be different, we might see some more disrespectful multi armies on the main phase, but of course, getting hit with those cards like Talents, like Thrust, you're going to hurt quite a bit. And I think that Metaltronus is actually going to be a really solid pickup if you guys want to be playing that. I think that Metaltronus is going to be an absolute staple going forward in most decks. And I think that the meta is definitely going to be changing, which I like quite a bit. If I left any of your decks out, let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously, I can mention what I think they're going to be. This is like in the first initial reaction, like doing that almost immediately after the ban list. I think it could change during time. If you guys want to see more, reactions like this or also tier lists, let me know in the comment section down below. I can definitely do some. I love these quite a bit. I'll probably do some hand trap ones or board breaker ones this format as well. Trying to change it up. But yeah, get ready for some more content, guys. I'm super hyped with this ban list. It has rewoken my love for Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to run locals on Wednesday as well, so like a couple days you're going to see some new content. We're going to push a bunch of stuff out. We're going to look at for vlogs, look at different deck choices. We're going to be doing some like diving into decks, ripping them apart and figuring what makes them tick. We're going to be playing Memento. We're going to be playing Blue Eyes. We're going to be playing, Fire King. No, we're not playing Fire King. We suck with that today. We're not touching Fire King. But yeah, we're going to be running it back with a bunch of stuff. Sorry, Jason. Get fucked. Your Rigel deck just fucking cooked. Get a new deck, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to all the boys. Shout out to everyone else in chat as well. Shout out to all you guys who watched the video. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. So stay safe. Peace.